Hello, friendos. So today I'm going to be working on the roof of this. I have a few ideas. We'll see what comes of it. In my inventory, because it's made out of stone brick, I figure we'll use stone brick and stairs and half slabs to make it, you know, what's the word? The word that everything's the same. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to be working on. Now, I have a bit of a rant planned, so prepare yourself. I'm going to try to build while ranting. We'll see how well this goes, but also I really don't know what I have a sort of an idea of what I want to do, but not really. And I know. All right, we're off to a great start. There we go. That's what I wanted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to angle all of these inwards, and maybe I'll have to do something like this. Nope, that doesn't work at all, really. It's going to be very difficult to get like a corner going here. Okay, alright, it's working its way around. Oh, we just lost a block. That's alright. Okay, so there we go. So it looks like I have to... the thing about Minecraft is sometimes you get weird, like, what are they called, like north-south glitches or something like that, you know, it depends on which direction you're facing. So if I do something like this should work out perfectly. Yeah, okay, so I had to build it in this direction because building from the other way was just not working out. Anyway, rant time. If you don't want to hear my rant or me rambling about something, skip ahead in the video possibly. Anyway, today's rant is about, it's one of Usurper's life lessons. There's so many key things, but one of the things in life is compromise. The other is communication. Now, I hate to break this to you, but in life, you're going to have to do a few things. One is compromise, two is communicate. That way, everybody is happy, or at least not angry or upset. You know, working it out with somebody and then compromising on something, that's the way life works. For example, I don't like working, but I have to work. Now, sometimes I need a day off. And if you may or may not know, I work with Dragon, and so if I take a day off, he needs to cover my shift. Dragon doesn't like working either. Nobody likes working. So if I want a day off, I say, hey, Dragon, can you take this shift for me? And he'll say, yes, probably. I mean, there's no reason not to. But the thing is, he'll usually say something like, well, how about you take this day then? It's a compromise. Now, the thing is, if the thing about communication is, if he was just like, no, and it's like, what? Why not? You know, that's when the communication comes in. If he tells me why, I understand. Now, if it's for some other reason, we can work it out. And again, it's compromise. Now this, what is happening, you stupid blocks? What am I saying here? So, in life, you're never right, and someone else is never wrong. Everyone has their own opinions and things. Whatever, I'm leaving that. So, what am I trying to get at here? There's like a million things that I want to talk about right now, but it's just not working itself out. Okay, let me try to word this better. So, like I was saying, compromise and right and wrong. Another example is in a lot of YouTube comments. I watch a lot of YouTube. I'm always reading comments, and you guys are pretty awesome. You guys are always leaving smart comments and ones I like, but in other people's videos, sometimes the comment section gets out of control, and a part of the problem is people don't allow other people to have their own opinions. They're like, I'm right, you're wrong. End of story. That's not the way the world works, my friends. And if you think you are right for some reason, regardless of the subject, just don't say I'm right and you're wrong and, you know, shut the F up or whatever, you know? Explain situations, but at the same time, even if they don't agree with you, at least understand where they're coming from. And that's communication, and it's also compromise because you can accept that they have a different opinion than yourselves. So I guess this is quite ranty. I was not expecting this, and it's probably coming off all wrong anyway. But moral of the story is, don't be douchebags. If you got a problem, work it out. Communicate, because that's what the world is based on, communication. Anyway, I think that's all I got for right now for rant-wise. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue this circle, because it's a pain in the behind, and then if I have something else to rant about, I will continue. Alright. I completed the ring all the way around, and I also put an extra half slab around the edge, so it's got a bit of a lip to it. Now, in this area here, where the storage is and the brewing section, I've just put that up to the roof, quote unquote. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 glass blocks, like here and here, and we're going to do a ring all the way around everything. And then we'll see how that looks, and I might then start going upwards or possibly modify the situation. Alright, and also, during the whole time that I was just doing that, I was thinking about the rant and see if, I was thinking back to what I said, and it's like, did I make any sense at all? I hope so. The moral of the story is, don't be a douchebag. That's pretty much the whole moral of the story. And, if you are, stop. And if someone's being a douchebag to you, figure out why. It just might be miscommunication, misunderstanding, and then go from there, and it will all work itself out. And if it doesn't, well, at least you tried. That's all I can say. Okay, now moving right along, because this has once again become boring time placing blocks. So I'll see you when this is done, and maybe I'll just start the next level, and then we can see what she looks like. As I'm working on this, the more and more ideas that I get. So I got this ring here of half slabs, which is one smaller than the actual ring of the tower. It was just easier, I guess. And now what I'm thinking is to glass the rest of this, except, oh man, I should have gone up there before I pressed record, but I just fell down and like, I got some ideas. I gotta say stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the corners, was there like 8 corners or something like that, and then the middle here, where is the middle? Here. I'm going to actually run this all the way across to meet up with the wall, and then on the corners, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing, but like on a diagonal, like this. If I do this, and then cut these out like that. And so I'm going to run this to whatever, 8, 9, 10, 11, I don't know what they're called, support structures, and then I'll cover the rest of it in glass. And then, as I'm doing that, I'm sure I'll come up with something to do with this area. It's probably going to be some sort of dome shape or something like that, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Alright, I think I'll just carry this over, right over top of the glass, like so. Yeah, why not? Alright, see you in a second. Another thing I was going to do today was put in the 4th spiral to this, but I've been thinking on and off all day on the walk home, and I just couldn't think of anything which would match that. In a way, I want to put like something dark. I don't want to do stone brick, because everything seems to be stone brick in this world. And, I mean, ideally, I'd want to do something like black, like coal, obsidian, or wool. But that's a lot. I mean, that's, well, the ground there is like 62, and it's almost like 150 times 4. So it'd be like 600, it'd be 10 stacks of something. So I don't know what it should be right now. So I'm not going to work on that today just because I don't know. So if you guys want to leave any comments on easy to acquire 100 or 600 blocks or whatever I said. And this here I think is looking wonderful. I'm really liking it. I put where I'll call them spokes. Where the spokes meet, I put a block there. That way it sort of looks a little bit connected. Ideally, I'd want to have this half slab off so it looks sort of more, I don't know, true, but I don't want any mob spawning up here. So everything up here is stairs or half slabs. Now what I'm going to do is, I think here I'm going to do like a little dome. So I have to just do some, I'm just going to, okay, hold on, how am I going to do this? Okay, I've screwed up already. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like, I guess, spokes in the corners here, like so, and they are going to go up like a couple blocks and then start going inwards, and the rest of it will all be glass. It should be cool, I hope slash think. You never know, but I will keep you guys updated, and we'll see what it looks like in a second. Shouldn't take me too long, unless it's absolutely horrible and I decide to rip it down. So let's hope for the not so horrible part. This is the first attempt. I think it looks okay. We'll see. This is what it looks like standing on top of it. And the cool thing is, it's just getting nighttime, and so I want to see actually what it looks like at night from a distance, because that's cool. So I'm just gonna torch it up because I wasn't able to half slab it. I guess I could have, but I think it looks better like that. So there we go. That's what that dome looks like. Not too bad. I like it. The only thing I just thought about, I want to see it from a distance, and so the only problem is you really can't see it from the ground. So I'm going to try to use this ender pearl here, and I'm going to see what it looks like from this tower. Here we go. Almost at the top. Wow, that looks glassy. Alright, well, our next attempt then would be from the top of this tower. We're going to actually look down on it. It's the only place we can look down on anything. So I'm going to wait till it's fully nighttime, and I'll get myself over there, and we'll see what it looks like. Well, there it is, in all its weird, abnormal glory. I really like it. I think it's pretty darn cool. It's a shame that you can only see it from this tower, but yikes. But it will be alright. I mean, once I get this thing functional, maybe we'll have an observation deck of its own. So that's cool. I'm glad I did that. I forget, somebody yelled at me. They didn't yell at me, but they commented on, I guess it would be 2 days ago's now's video, and they said, hey, you didn't do that. Well, it's now done. So that's cool. Oh boy. So I like it. I like it a lot. In the comments below, you guys can leave me, that was a pretty far drop, leave me any comments on stuff that I haven't finished yet. I can probably think of a few things myself, namely that tower, but I already asked you guys for a suggestion on what block to use. And then I'm sure there's a few other things that I can't think of right now for some reason. My brain just seems to have died. Who knows why? Yeah. So I think that's going to do it. It was a lot of work, but I don't know, it probably didn't translate very well to video, but I'm sure my rant in the beginning, that probably occupied a bit of time. So that's cool. This looks awesome. This looks pretty awesome. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I hope you're happy with it. And that's going to do it for today's video, my friendos. And probably no Minecraft video tomorrow, but we'll see. I mean, no promises or anything like that, but we'll see what happens. With that being said, have a good day. Goodbye.